This is disappointing. Look, nothing. Not gonna get anything. Hey guys, this is Matt. If you're new here, this is Keys to Success, where I help you make your year the best year yet. In today's video, I'll do an unboxing for my PC I got from Cyberpower PC. Let's get into it. So with this computer, I'm very disappointed because it did not work upon arrival. So let me walk you through what happened. So when we turned the computer on, I got green artifacts across the screen and it would not boot past the BIOS menu. It would show the motherboard screen, and then when it would load into Windows, it blacked out, black screen. So at this point, what we did was we tried to switch out, because initially we had the PC connected with the DisplayPort. So we switched out from DisplayPort to HDMI into the computer. The artifacts went away a little bit, but not completely. So at this point, we're starting to think what's going on. So at this point, I called tech support and explained to them what's going on. And kind of on the phone, they kind of rushed me on the phone and try to say, oh, you need to reinstall Windows. It got corrupted. And I'm trying to explain to them what's going on, but still, he's like, you just got to reinstall Windows and you're good. Okay, I'm not an IT person. I know a little bit, but I'm not an IT person. So I took his word for it. They sent me how to make a bootable disk drive. We reinstalled Windows onto the computer, but it still was getting those artifacts on the screen, and it still would not boot past. So we would install Windows, it would do the installation process, and at the final point, it would cut out. It would green screen or black screen and not come back. And we left it up for several minutes and did not come back. So at this point, the person was suspecting it's the video card. I got a bad video card with my computer. So what he did was, and the person that I got to look at my computer is an IT person. He was building his own computers for 15 plus years, and he's an IT person for the state that we work in. So he's very knowledgeable about this. So he reseated my GPU. He took out the memory and put them back in just to see if that was something. Still nothing. He updated the firmware on my motherboard, still having the same issue. So at this point, he's looking at everything. So he decided to move my GPU to the second PCI slot. So he moved it to the second PCI slot, and the artifacts went away. There was no more artifacts, but still it was having issues booting into Windows. So at this point, we were able to reinstall it, but this time installed it without connecting to the internet. Went through fine. So now that we were in there, obviously didn't have the correct drivers for the GPU, the motherboard, or whatever, because the Windows corrupted. We had to do a fresh reinstall. So we used another computer. He downloaded all the necessary drivers from my computer and tried to install them. When he got to the GPU drivers, they did not work. During the installation process, right in the middle of it, it blacked out. It did not come back. So at this point, he says it's a bad video card, period. And also he's saying that since that the first PCI port was faulty because I was getting those artifacts, but then the second one I'm not getting artifacts, he's suspecting to have a bad motherboard too as well. Also, I forgot to mention that he took my video card out of my computer and put it into his computer, which is working, and he builds his own computers. And the same issues would happen. It would load up, it would get the Windows, and after 10 seconds, it would cut out. Green screen, he get artifacts. So his computer is working, doesn't have those issues. What he did was bring his video card over and put it over into my computer. No issues, it worked, but it did not work into the PCI slot 1. It worked into PCI slot 2. So at this point, I'm done. So there's not much else I can do except for send it back because the video card is obviously defective and the motherboard obviously is defective too as well, which is very unfortunate because I was looking forward to this build. I've been waiting for this build since December 26th and I just got it last week. I got everything all set up. I built my desk. You saw that video. If you haven't, it's right here. Everything arranged for it to try to get myself a nice little setup, and the computer doesn't work. You know, it bothered me. I was upset all week, but what can you do? It's like Murphy's Law. So I'm just going to send it back, see what they're going to do about taking care of it, and we'll go from there. I will keep you guys posted on that. So please stay tuned for that video. Take care.